summertime. It is more than a song by Fresh Prince. It's also my favorite time of year because we live out loud and we live outside. Our patios become the center of our universe. There's bright colors all around us. More often than not, we're enjoying a wonderful beverage. This is the ultimate guide to going from garden to glass and remixing your cocktails with a bit of summer flair. My name is Khalid Williams. This is The Barrel Age, and we are going to make your summer special with these amazing cocktails. Let's go.
And we are starting with the oldest form of a cocktail that exists, the punch. Punch has been around since the 17th century, and it is a result of British travel to Asia, where spirits were already being made. In Asia, they were used to having strong spirits called arak. In England, they were used to beer and wine. The first punch, the goal of it was to add the acidity that wine would have, bring the strength down to around wine's strength, add some sweetness to balance, and also add a little bit of spice. Punches were traditionally made with rum, tea, and the coolest ingredient is called oleosaccharum, sugar oil. All right, Garden Nation, we're starting off with Finlandia Botanical Wildberry and Rose Vodka, Sorrel Hibiscus Liqueur, oleosaccharum lemon oil, brewed green tea, and lemon juice. Add that to our Boston shaker. Add a healthy amount of ice. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. And we're going to strain it into a coffee mug or another handled glass. That is the traditional glass for punch. I know you like my flower pot glass. It can't be a glass if it's a pot, can it? You get what I mean. Garnished with lemon, lemongrass, and these cool sticks with these awesome little appliques. I've worked at bars for the last 20 years, and this cocktail is always the highest selling and probably the most consumed. The Highball started as whiskey and ginger ale. A highball is any cocktail that is X and Y. Vodka soda is the most popular cocktail anyway. From that, we evolved to the buck with the addition of lime juice and ginger beer. After the buck, we have the Ricky, spirit, lime juice, soda. We are going to make a money tree buck because I got this awesome money tree that is bringing me a lot of luck lately because I haven't been to the casino. Once I go, that luck will change. I went into debt there once. All right, we are serving the Highball in its purest form. Highball is 2 ingredients, this and that. Vodka soda is the highest selling highball anywhere, and we decided to jazz ours up with Finlandia Botanical Cucumber and Mint. Just this and soda, all you need. I call it glamour bubbles. We also could make a gin highball, but what we did was added lime juice, and now that becomes a gin Ricky if you add soda water. However, we decided to make it a gin buck by adding ginger beer. Finally, we took gin, lime juice, simple syrup, and crushed ice, and shook it for a gin fix. And then to get real crazy, we added mint to make it a gin Southside. This is an example of how cocktails are cumulative and they are based on foundational categorical drinks that you can build on to do a lot of fun stuff. Being in Connecticut, we consider ourselves a podunk town and everything's got to be made with vodka, and people don't like esoteric spirits. You won't find a mezcal or a pisco unless you go to one of the bars that I advise. But I asked a kid in Boston, I'm like, what is it like to be able to have a menu without vodka and not have Tito's be your #1 seller and to be really esoteric? And you know what he said to me? I don't know, because that ain't the way it is in Boston. Probably 1% of all bars do not have the usual suspects. And maybe 0.5% of bars don't get asked for the usual suspects. That 0.5%, people go in wanting a completely different experience. That other half, they are trying to style themselves as different when they've got a crowd that's asking for something more recognizable. If I make a drink that you don't understand, I'm the dumb one, not you.